Welcome to Escape to the Table podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you're ready to chill with me, your host, Stephen Craig Smalls II. Let's sit back and let's get ready to be challenged and to grow. Hello, and today we're going to be talking about the power of self-help. I have this concern lately when I hear people that want to treat self-help as useless. Each life consists of self-help. If we don't know how to do something, we have to know who to call to get the job done. Maybe we don't have enough money to pay someone, so we get online and we find a how-to video on YouTube so that we can learn what we need and how to fix what is broken. Coming out cheaper by only having to buy the parts is always a good thing. This is the process of self-help because the YouTube video gave you the added insight as well as maybe some things that you were already familiar with from other life experiences, which is going to help you accomplish the task for your home, yourself, your family, and possibly even maybe help a friend. When it comes to growing as an individual, there's only one way to do it, and that is consistent self-help. There are other things to realize when trying to grow in self-help. There are many tools that can get you the information that you're looking for, but it is important to know what mediums work best for you. You could be a visual learner, so you need a video, a book with pictures or diagrams to go with the words, maybe even a seminar where you can be around others excited to learn in the same area of interest with knowledgeable presenters to learn from, maybe even gain relationships with, maybe they could even be future mentors. Something else to think about is when you are self-learning, do you take notes? Do you record the stuff that you're listening to? Do you save links to the videos? Take pictures of things on your phone to go back to if needed. You have to know the best things to do to retain the information you're gathering. If self-help is so foolish, then why do we go to school? Why do we read books, watch documentaries, even pick music, clothing, and the list goes on and on? It is all in the pursuit of trying to find who we are, our gifts, talents, abilities, social circles, etc. Ultimately, we're learning something whether we know it or not. When I find the right shirt, the glasses, the tie, the vest, the haircut, razor, gel, socks, shoes, pants, hairbrush, and everything else that gets me ready for my day, all those things that just pop up in my bathroom or pop up in my closet. Those were things that through time, I found and maybe did research and tried to find the best thing that works for me. But finding these items helped me develop my style and my appearance each and every day. It might even help me get my job or, whatever the case may be. You definitely need clothes to get a job. Self-help is needed for every aspect, big or small, in your life. I went in the store the other day to get some new makeup for my wife because the makeup she was using made her face break out. Before leaving, we did research on makeup and what would stay on good but seem to fare better with sensitive skin. We had a few written down and made sure the store we were going to, which was Ulta, carried these products. When we got to the store, we found the different ones, looked them over, read the bottles, and we even asked the very knowledgeable sales associate. It might have only been makeup, but it was important to find the best product that would work for my wife. I hate to see her take her makeup off and see the pimples and get frustrated because even though she's in her 30s, this still happens like when she was in high school. My wife is beautiful, but I don't want her to feel this way, so I wanted to help her find a makeup that worked best for her. I learned a lot more about a product that I would never use, but that information that I gained has been helpful in conversations with other ladies and have had frustrations with their makeup. The information gained was useful in more than one way. And at least I got a crash course so that if I ever have a daughter of my own one day, I'll be able to help her get what she needs. We go to school to learn concepts that when we encounter things, we can problem solve. When we learn, we are developing tools. We may think we will never use this stuff again, but I promise it may resurface and show itself useful more than not. It can help you in building relationships with clients that might be interested in that subject matter, even though it had nothing to do with the actual deal in itself. It may even help you in trying to take a girl or guy you're interested in out on a date that you just met. And it may be the one thing that maybe even helps starts the conversation to be able to even ask them to go on a date. That one common denominator that you thought you would never use comes back to be very helpful. Knowledge is truly power. The biggest part that we forget is it comes with responsibility. There's a saying that is famously known from Spider-Man that says, "With great power comes great responsibility." This means that if you want your current situation to change, you have to be willing to make the certain steps to make it happen. As you start to step out in faith to make these changes, there will be an empowerment that you will feel. Self-accomplishment will start taking place because you are developing yourself by getting the self-help needed. This is where the responsibility comes in, because only you can choose to push past the obstacles that are going to come, because that is just a part of life. If you always choose to take responsibility and continue to make the decisions that it takes to move closer to what you want, you will overcome and you will achieve your goal. So where does it start? By getting the self-help you need to achieve your goal. There's so many things that we hear where people say self-help is a joke. But self-help is not a joke. I know one of those areas is mental health and finding a counselor or someone to talk to. Counselors and mental health professionals are no joke. Yes, you are there to talk about what you're going through, but you're also there to learn tools. Have a safe place where you're not judged and nothing you say will go any further outside of those walls. It's a place you can start to learn new ways of thinking, and you will develop skills that will help you overcome the difficulties you are facing. Life coaches, many people say that's a joke. Life coaches are not a joke. It is someone that is there to help you break down obstacles you're facing, help you develop goals, and is there to motivate and give accountability. They can also help you build a life purpose statement and really help you in self-discovery, and in doing so, help you gain direction so you can start to make goals to get you there. No, you don't need a counselor or mental health professional for all of your life. But sometimes maybe you do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Same thing as a life coach, same thing as a dietitian, or wherever it may be that you need to reach out because you need that extra bit of help. You know, they're there to help you be able to teach you skills and to teach you, tips and things like that, insight to help you be able to do it yourself. If you're having chest pains, you call the EMS and they get you to the hospital. If you see that a side door on your garage is kicked in, you call the police. If you have a toilet leaking, you would call a plumber, or you call a friend that knows about plumbing, or maybe has changed a toilet or has had a toilet leak and has fixed it. Yes, some individuals are able to do these things by finding self-help books and other tools, which is why they are there. But jobs and people that go to school and learn, they're there too because they're a tool. Seminars are there because they're a tool. Self-help is not a joke. Self-help is a part of life. We must remember different things work for different people. But let's stop saying that self-help is a joke. How about start focusing on trying to find the things that can truly help you in your life, in your circumstance. Proverbs 4:6-7, New Living Translation says, "Don't turn your back on wisdom, for she will protect you. Love her, and she will guard you. Getting wisdom is the wisest thing you can do. And whatever else you do, develop good judgment." Good judgment, wisdom, all these things don't just come. They're sought after. They're learned. And it's by doing things, it's by learning things, it's by reading things, it's by learning from others. But every day I learn that as much as I think I know, there's so much more that I don't know. Every day I get up, I start to plan the day to learn what I need to learn to accomplish the things I need to do. It is a way of life, because if you aren't learning, you're not growing. So this year, in January of 2019, I hope that I can encourage you to make this a year where you start the endeavor of always making self-help a priority in every avenue of your life, because I truly want the best life for you. I want you to be able to overcome those obstacles that have been weighing on you for years and years and years, and I want you to see breakthrough and overcome. But it's not going to happen unless you take the responsibility that comes in the process. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something that was beneficial, because your life does matter. And that's why I have this podcast, and I really am so passionate about it, because I care about individuals' lives and their futures. So I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time at Escape to the Table. Thank you for escaping to the table and spending a few valuable minutes of your day with me. As always, who cares if someone's lights goes out? I do. Your life matters, so keep on shining. See you next time as we escape to the table.